What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. On the bench today we have a set of 1 3/4 stainless steel long tube headers from Speed Engineering. These are for the 2007 through 2013 GMT 900 applications. I'm actually going to be putting these on my 2013 Tahoe LTZ. The part number for these are 25-1013, and again, these are the 1 3/4. So there's just short of 10,000 videos out there on these Speed Engineering headers, but not really much to talk about that hasn't already been talked about. They are what they are for the price point. I mean, they're pretty dang good. The welds on here are really phenomenal for the price that you pay for them. But what I really wanted to discuss with you guys is not so much the headers themselves. What I want to show you is the Y pipe that connects to this. It's a different part that you have to order to make these things work with your factory systems or whatever. But there's some things in that Y pipe that are a point of concern, I guess I would say. So let me get that Y pipe over here on the table. Let me get these headers out of the way, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all, so I have the Y pipe on the table here, and this part number is 251015. What I want to show you is, so these are 3" from the collectors of the headers into the Y pipe, and this part right here is actually 3.5" tubing, and they give you a reducer to go from 3.5 down to 3. But what I want to show you is how abrupt this change is. It's not a very smooth transition, and I mean it reduces down, so a lot of turbulence is going to happen right here, and this is going to get extraordinarily hot. Also, in my application, they send another adapter that has the ball joint or ball type connection to attach it to the factory exhaust. Now, if you look at that opening, that's a 2.5" opening. So essentially, we're going to take it from a 3.5 to a 3 to a 2.5 in the span of 10 inches. That's going to create a whole lot of restriction in this area. Now, I'm going to go ahead and install it like this for now, but I do have some other parts coming to where I'm going to change it and do something completely different. I not like this setup. You can take a larger diameter, reduce it down to a smaller diameter, and back up to a larger diameter, and that is a Venturi effect, and it can have some scavenging. It can help with the scavenging of the engine, but it has to be a smooth transition. It can't just be an abrupt step and then a restriction down to a 2.5". I mean, look at the size difference between these two holes. And you're talking about going from that to this in 10 inches of pipe. And then my exhaust back from the factory connector to that muffler I have on there is 3". So we're going to take it from a 3.5 down to a 2.5, back up to a 3. That's going to play a lot of problems with the pressure waves and also the way that the exhaust wants to flow with the speed. And there's a lot of technical stuff we could get into about exhaust, but I'm not a fan. So I'm going to put it on like this for now. I do have other parts on the way. I'll show a real good video once we get those parts in, and kind of show you how we're going to change this to maybe flow a little better and make smoother transitions. I also wanted to show you the different connectors that they send with this kit. So it fits many different applications, from Silverados to the SUVs, and like I said, I'm putting this on a Tahoe. So they send you different type of connectors to fit your factory style, and they also send this 3.5" extension pipe for extended cab or long wheelbase vehicles that may or may not need this pipe. Also, in typical Speed Engineering fashion, they send these style of clamps. You can upgrade to the band style clamps, which I highly recommend. Get the 3", and you're going to need 3.5 in this one in case as well. But get the band clamps. They're still so much better than this style of clamp. And I always recommend going with ARP bolts whenever you decide to do headers. So Anyways, I'm not going to do an install video on the install. Kind of wanted to show an overview of what's going on with the kit and go from there. See you guys soon.